What's up guys, my name is Chay and welcome back to another Overwatch character overview. Today we'll be overviewing one of the least popular characters, not because he's terrible, just because he's so easy to play as, the one and only Bastion. Bastion's real name is SST Laboratories Siege Automatron E54. He's 30 years old apparently, and nobody knows where his base of operation is. He has no affiliation, and his only occupation is that he's a battle automatron. He's primarily a defense role with 200 health. He also has an additional 100 armor in recon and sentry mode, and additional 250 in tank mode. Bastion was originally created for peacekeeping purposes. Bastion robot units possess the unique ability to rapidly reconfigure themselves into an assault cannon mode. But during the Omnic crisis, they were turned against their human makers, forming the bulk of the Omnic's rebel army. Following the resolution of the crisis, nearly all of them were destroyed or disassembled. This particular Bastion was once a frontline combatant. This curious Bastion unit now explores the world, fascinated by nature, but wary of a fearful humanity. Bastion has 2 different combat modes and 3 abilities, including his ultimate. Let's take a look. Configuration Recon is Bastion's basic configuration, allowing it to freely move and fire a submachine gun to deal reasonable damage. Bastion can use this mode when scouting out good spots to which to configuration Sentry. His standard submachine gun does 6 to 20 damage and has a fall-off range of 26 to 50 meters. It fires 8 rounds per second and has 20 ammo with a reload time of 2 seconds. You can also do headshots. This is purely a mode used for recon, hence the name. It is not something you really want to be running around in, as you can be quite easily killed. Configuration Sentry is Bastion's stationary configuration, transforming it into a fixed position powerhouse capable of dealing strong damage within the area. It is ideal for defending specific areas and setting up deadly ambushes and crossfiring in close spaces. This particular mode is very accurate and has a rapid fire hit scan with damage to 4 to 15. Has a fall off range of 35 to 55 meters but does 35 rounds per second with an ammo of 200. Once again, another reload time of 2 seconds. This thing is devastating when used properly, so he is definitely going to be a target for anyone who wants to be able to get into a point. Next up we have Reconfigure, which is his first ability. This is basically just where Bastion transforms between his 2 primary combat modes, to adapt to the battlefield. It takes 1.5 seconds to transform into a sentry, but only half a second to transform back to recon. So you need to make sure that whenever you're going to be going into sentry mode that you are definitely protected for that 1.5 seconds where it's going to take you to get in there. Your half a second, however, is a very simple way of being able to quickly get away, which is very useful. His next ability is Self-Repair. Self-Repair is channeled ability, restoring health over time and rendering Bastion unable to move while it's in use. It restores health at 75 health per second, but as I stated, you cannot move, so this is something which you need to do between killing people, or when at least you can't see anyone in front of you, or when you can get somewhere where you can be hidden. This can be both done in both different types of configuration, whether that's recon or sentry, and it does exactly the same amount. However, like I said, you need to make sure you're in a location where you're not going to get killed. Finally, we have the ultimate ability, Configuration Tank. Bastion transforms into a tank for several seconds, replacing his weapon with a cannon that fires explosive projectiles and gain an increased maximum health for the duration. On activation, he gains both 150 armor and health and does a base damage of 205 with a 4 meter radius. He can fire around every 1.11 seconds and has infinite ammo for those 8 seconds. So essentially you get basically 8 shells to be able to fire in 8 seconds. These can be deflected, guys, and they also will be absorbed by shields. So this is definitely something you want to make sure that you're pointing in the general direction and you know you're going to be able to get some kills with. He tends to be a little bit despised within the community and is often seen as the fullback and non-skilled class because, you know, realistically there isn't much you need to do, you just need to know good positioning. That's essentially it. You can get your ultimate very quickly and you can be an absolute devastating force on the battlefield. Personally, I find Genji is the best way to get against one of these guys. All you need to do is get up close enough where you can get a decent reflect and he essentially kills himself. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope this helped. You now know a lot more about Bastion if you didn't already. So I hope this helped you guys. If it did please don't forget to give us a like rating and comment below on who you want me to review next. Thank you very much, guys, and I will see you when I see you when I see you when I see you. Goodbye.
Look at that face there. See, it's there, look. Arse. Arse. Now, I have compiled a list of questions which I can guarantee you guys will be asking me when you see this.